I've been researching potatoes longer than I'd like to admit, so now I'm creating a 3 or 4-part series on potatoes. I air fried the sweet potato for 50 minutes and the texture is very chestnutty, but I got some parmigiano that I would like to stuff in. We know that potatoes are native to Peru, Bolivia, and some parts of Ecuador. We could trace back potatoes 7 to 10,000 years, and native people were growing around 3,000 varieties of potatoes, which is crazy. And they even invented freeze-drying methods that could help you preserve potatoes for up to 10 years. There's very specific areas in the mountain where the altitude is so high that the days are so hot and then the nights are freezing cold. So natives would go through the whole process of spreading potatoes on the ground, letting it freeze at night, and then in the morning they would stump with their feet and then let it dry in the sun, and then it goes back to freezing at night, and then the next morning they would again stump on them with their feet. So all the water is slowly being removed from the potatoes, and then after repeating this process for several days, the potato ends up being like a rock. And before anybody comes into my comments saying food pressing is gross, we've literally been doing that for centuries. In Portugal, you use food pressing to make wine. In Italy, you use it to make tomato sauce. And in South Korea, you use it to make doenjang. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Long before the Spanish people arrived to the Americas, Polynesian sailors had already made contact with South America. We know this because while archaeologists were excavating sites in the Cook Islands, they found potato remains that dated back around 1000 CE. In part 2, we're talking about what happened to potatoes when they made it to Europe.